Have you or a loved one recently been arrested for a serious crime?
Is your professional reputation at risk?
Aggressive representation from a qualified defense attorney can help you avoid conviction and keep your reputation untarnished.
Hi, I'm Charles McGill, and I'll fight for your rights. With extensive experience in successfully defending against a wide range of criminal offenses and high-profile cases, you can rest assured that you'll get the fair trial you deserve from McGill, Guzman McGill. Call us at 559-255-3425 or visit us online at toplawyersfresno.com.
Hi, I'm John Malos. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this day. Yes, it is a Thursday morning, and today we're talking about the state of the industry, broadcasting, that is. We're going to talk about Ventura Broadcasting Company, and we'll talk about sales. We'll talk about TV programming with our own very brand new general sales manager here at Ventura Broadcasting Company. We encourage your phone calls, 436-ME-TV, option 11. Are you satisfied with what you're watching and how you're watching it right now on television? We'll answer some of those questions for you in just a moment after this from Charles Chuck McGill, our sponsor today. He's an attorney at law right here in the city of Fresno.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
We do have an expert in the house here today on a Thursday morning. And by the way, this program once again sponsored by Charles Chuck McGill. He's an attorney at law. We thank him for the sponsorship today here on the program on Connect with Me on Me TV Fresno. Hey, a little programming note for tomorrow before we get started here. My friend Ronnie Paul, he's a character. He'll be here in the house tomorrow. We'll talk about the NFL playoffs and then a little change in plans for Monday. You know, we're going to have Mark Pazin on Monday, I believe. Okay, we're working on that. Mark Pazin now works for Homeland Security. Remember, he was the sheriff up at Merced? Well, he's a longtime friend of mine. He's been around for a long time, a great guy. I think he's going to come in on Monday. You know why he's going to come in on Monday? Because the Super Bowl 50, takes place on February the 7th in Santa Clara, of course, at Levi's Stadium. That's the home of the San Francisco 49ers. And guess who the head of security is for the Super Bowl? It's Mark Pazin. That's right. So he'll be in here on Monday. I'm going to try to chisel a couple of free tickets out of him. I doubt that's going to work. I doubt it. Maybe he can hide me in his back pocket and take me into the game, because obviously he's working the game, he's working security. So that should be an interesting conversation. So on back-to-back consecutive days, Friday and Monday, we'll be talking sports. We'll be talking about the Super Bowl that takes place on Sunday, February the 7th. And yes, it'll be Super Bowl 50. And my goodness, I feel so old because I remember Super Bowl I between Green Bay and Kansas City. You realize that that game was televised by both NBC and CBS live from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, and it was just an incredible game as Green Bay mopped up, of course, in that game against Kansas City, and they beat the Raiders. Green Bay beat the Raiders in Super Bowl II the following year. So we'll have fun here the next couple of days. We'll have fun here on the program today, because you are watching us on Comcast, channel 375. That would be Xfinity. If you don't have Comcast cable, and we're going to talk about this throughout the entire program today, you can watch us on free TV, over-the-air broadcast, 43.6 or 13.1. The replay comes later in the day, of course, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on 13.6 YouTube, and then 8 o'clock tonight in primetime TV, 4.6 Biz TV, so you can flip-flop back and forth from Me TV to Biz TV. We have so many channels here. It is amazing. So the Twitter account has not changed at all. It's at John Malos Me TV. So, my friends, you are watching us on Comcast, as mentioned. We are only on Comcast. And let me tell you something. There's so many choices today out there to watch television, how you watch television. I mean, people watch television now. They stream it live on their phone. They stream it live on their iPad or iPod. They stream it live on their computer. And so there is Twitter, there's Facebook, there are all these various items like 60 Minutes, for example. I'll just give you one example. If I miss 60 Minutes, you know what I do? I go to my computer, I click onto the website on 60 Minutes, and I watch the replay of whatever story I want to watch. Like I missed Sean Penn, the interview with Sean Penn. I watched it on my computer later on. There are many different ways to watch this program and many others. There is Comcast, there is Dish, there's Direct, there's AT&T. My program here and MeTV is only on Comcast or over free TV. Now, a lot of people have gotten away from the cable companies and also the satellite dish companies like Direct and AT&T. Why? Because we're talking about free television, over-the-air broadcasting like you and your grandparents and parents used to watch for free many years ago when television first started. And so, here at Ventura TV Broadcasting, we offer free TV. You can come in and get an antenna. You've seen the commercial with John Wallace. Free television, over-the-air broadcasting. Let's watch again.
Hi, I'm John Wallace, and I'm here to talk about digital TV. Many people ask, what is DTV? Well, it's digital television. You can pay for it via cable or satellite, or you can get it free directly from broadcast TV stations. A few years ago, when I was anchoring the local news, over-the-air viewers could only get maybe 7 or 8 channels. Well, now that broadcast TV stations are digital, there are more channels than ever, and more are coming soon. Gone are the days of snowy and ghosting images. With broadcast DTV, all channels are crystal clear and they sound great. You can watch America's best classic TV shows. Get all the major networks, plus local and world news, sports, foreign language, shopping, music video, and movie channels absolutely free. When it comes to high definition, broadcast HD channels look better than paid TV services because broadcast stations don't compress their signals like cable and satellite, so their HD programming has higher resolution, more detail, and crisper pictures. Best of all, there are no monthly charges ever because broadcast DTV is a free service. How do you get the free broadcast DTV? Well, it's simple. If you have a newer digital TV or an older TV with a digital converter box, all you need is an antenna. Plug the antenna into your TV or converter box and then scan for channels. You may have to rotate your antenna just slightly to get the most channels. For best results, I recommend using a new aesthetically pleasing outdoor antenna. Just set up the antenna, scan, and watch. Affordable antenna kits are available as low as $35 and can be found on our website. You concerned about installing a new antenna? We can recommend a professional installer who will come to your home and get you completely set up for a reasonable fee. It's that simple. Did I tell you? It's free. Visit freetvfresno.com to learn more about free DTV.
Live in our studio right now is John Stahl. He is the General Sales Manager, the brand new General Sales Manager here at Ventura Broadcasting Company. He is here to take your phone calls at 436-MeTV option 11. He'll talk about the general state of television and broadcasting, and he'll talk about Ventura Broadcasting Company in general and what we have to offer here with our stations. So this is your chance to open up about what you're seeing on Ventura Broadcasting Company, all of our stations, including MeTV. Voice your opinion. Today is your day, my friends, to pick up that telephone and vent, baby, vent. 436-MeTV option 11. You are watching us on Comcast or over-the-air free broadcast TV. This program today sponsored by Charles Chuck McGill. He is an attorney at law right here in the city of Fresno. Back in just a moment.
What is First Alert No Wait Weather? It's a brand new, easy to understand, and to the point weather forecast made just for you. With First Alert No Wait Weather, there's now no longer a need to wait around for the 10 or 11 o'clock evening news. That's because you get tomorrow's forecast and you'll see how the local weather will be for the next 5 days, all within 1 minute, and while you're watching your favorite evening show. Check out First Alert No Wait Weather daily between 6 and 10 p.m. on KBHF 4, KVVC 13, KBID 31, and MeTV Fresno. First Alert No Wait Weather, brought to you exclusively by the Ventura Broadcasting Company.
Have you or a loved one recently been arrested for a serious crime?
Is your professional reputation at risk?
Aggressive representation from a qualified defense attorney can help you avoid conviction and keep your reputation untarnished.
Hi, I'm Charles McGill, and I'll fight for your rights. With extensive experience in successfully defending against a wide range of criminal offenses and high-profile cases, you can rest assured that you'll get the fair trial you deserve from McGill, Guzman McGill. Call us at 559-255-3425 or visit us online at toplawyersfresno.com.
Back here on Ask an Expert Day here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. It's a Thursday morning. I'm glad to welcome in for the first time here on the program, and it's his first week on the job, so welcome in John Stahl, the General Sales Manager. Good to see you.
Hey,
How
thank
are
you. I'm doing well.
Hey,
yeah,
thanks.
Learning the Thule fog of Fresno.
Yeah, wasn't that fog interesting this morning?
Yeah, it was.
Come to work.
Yeah. So I've seen fire, I've seen rain, I've seen slides, and I've seen sun. So I've seen a lot of Fresno in the 3 days I've been here.
Well, El Nino is here, and we're right in the midst of it right now, so we're going to enjoy that because we need the rain. But let me ask you something. We got to take this call here. Go ahead, caller. You can hear me. You're on the air.
Yeah, man, I'm glad this day's come, you know. We could make this TV thing great again. And I think that there should be some reality shows here on you guys' channel. And also, you know, America loves Rocky-type stories of underdog deal. Or if somebody isn't getting a fair shake, and they're working their behind off to get a fair shake and pull ahead in life, being that Fresno's so political that, you know, people say, oh, yeah, we're fair, and they're not. Well, you know, with a GoPro camera, if you can prove them not fair, maybe you'll get your break. Maybe you'll get treated fairly. You know, it's like basically, don't take this the wrong way. We need a good reality show that basically exposes people for what they are through their actions and exposes their faults. And can actually help them out. So,
sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It would be great to see some kind of reality TV.
You got to crank them up.
That
crank
shows,
them up.
you know, injustice
Crank them up.
and we're catching people in lies and making them do the right thing by standing up straight. But
leave them right there.
I think that your channel could definitely do this.
Okay,
and
can you hear me?
I would really like to see that, and I think it'd bring the public, you know, closer. I think people would really be into that show.
Sir, can you hear me? Can you?
John, I appreciate you being there, man.
Obviously, you can't hear me.
Put up with a lot of us.
All right, can you hear me?
We're a weird lot.
Caller, can you hear me?
I can't really hear you.
Okay, thank you for the call. So he's talking about reality TV, and the question I was going to ask him is, don't we already have enough reality TV programs on the air, John?
I think he's talking more about something reality TV towards the Fresno market. And one of the things
you mean like a local reality television
exactly.
show? Somebody goes out with a GoPro camera and does their own.
But, you know, I think that we just launched a channel in the last 3 or 4 months called Justice TV.
Yeah.
John Walsh is one of the major players on that channel, and John Walsh is a personal friend of mine. And I had a conversation with him the other day. He's really behind this channel, but what this channel is doing is taking it locally to individual markets. So every hour, or excuse me, every 2 hours, there's 90 seconds dedicated to promoting what law enforcement's accomplishing in the Central Valley. And taking it above and beyond that, we plan to launch a show called Justice Fresno. I'm maybe putting the rabbit out of the hat too soon, but
is it a locally produced program?
Locally produced program.
Right here on Ventura Broadcasting
Right
Company.
here on Ventura Broadcasting, incorporating a lot of different facets of what law enforcement and fire department and even you know, fish and game are accomplishing in this marketplace.
What would that entail? Would that involve like the police chief, maybe the sheriff?
Correct. All of them.
CHP?
Yeah, all of them. You
Okay.
know, all facets of law enforcement.
Yeah,
And,
interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. And, you know, we're looking at a Saturday night time period. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah. How many channels now altogether at the Ventura Broadcasting Company? Do you have an idea?
There's 28.
28 total.
Right.
Okay, including this channel
Including,
here.
this is the flagship. MeTV is the flagship.
Okay.
And then we have 27 other channels. So we have opportunities for advertisers to reach the Armenian population, the Hmong population, the Arabian population, the Chinese population, the Spanish population too. You know, Biz TV is a Spanish-operated channel.
It is.
Yeah, and
Okay.
most people don't realize that. We're the entire. It's, you know, it's obviously it's a national channel, Biz TV, for entrepreneurial opportunities, but 50% of the employees are all Hispanics.
Okay, you mentioned the Justice Network. Our guy Austin Reed works at the Justice Network here locally. Let's roll that spot with John Walsh. Can we, Austin? Let's roll that spot, and you can watch together with us, John Walsh and the Justice Network, part of the Ventura Broadcasting family.
Hello, I'm John Walsh. The Justice Network is seen here in Fresno and made possible by the Ventura Broadcasting Company. To see how law enforcement all across Central California are fighting crime, watch Local Choice with Austin Reed, where you'll see interviews and special reports with those who keep us safe every day. Local Choice with Austin Reed, daily on the Justice Network, Fresno, exclusively on KVBC Channel 13.5.
Okay, before we move on and talk about some of these other channels, I want to know a little bit more about the Justice Network and a little bit more about John Walsh, since he is a personal friend of yours.
Well, John Walsh and I was one of the original general managers that launched the Fox Network. You know, Fox was launched with 121 affiliates, and we were one of the primaries. And one of the flagship shows on that Fox was America's Most Wanted. Saturday nights at 9 o'clock. It was appointment television. And I remember the days when he used to put a criminal on the air, and it was not unusual for that criminal to get caught within 48 hours. I mean, there were that many people watching that show. It was a magnificent show. So we brought John Walsh.
It was on for years, too.
Yeah, we brought John Walsh into our marketplace. He filled an auditorium with 2,100 people. Everybody paid $25, and he did these seminars and everything else like that. And then we got John Walsh to start doing some drop-ins for us on our newscasts and stuff like that. And so over the course of a period of time, I got to know him pretty well. And as I changed from market to market, you know, I always tried to incorporate John into some of the stuff we were doing. Even, you know, when he finally left the Fox Network, I got him involved in other opportunities that we had in some of the newscasts we were doing throughout the stations I worked in the United States. But, you know, he lives and breathes what happened. You understand.
I know
he
the
got
story
into
about
this,
his son.
Yeah,
Yes.
he got into this business not because he wanted to, but because he had to, because he didn't feel like justice wasn't being done
The
properly.
worst thing that can happen to a parent is to lose a child.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
way he lost his child is just
Right.
horrifying.
Right.
Horrifying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
So you've stayed in contact with him all this time, all these years.
Right.
And he is obviously a very passionate guy. I was always curious, why did his show, America's Most Wanted, go off the air?
Well, I think like what we're seeing in the entire United States, John, is that there's this dissipation of programming. And, you know, there's just a lot of options out there. And his show really relied on people calling in and turning in criminals. And because of that, because the ratings started to drop. I mean, I remember the days that show used to do like a 12 rating and a 35 share.
Okay.
On a Saturday night.
That was a long time ago.
It was. When the show finally went off the air, it was probably doing about a 3 rating and about a 9 share. So you lost a lot of viewers. So he lost the clout to catch the criminals. Really was what it came down to.
And just in a minute or so here, before I got to go to break here and talk about our sponsor, and that is the Justice Network is dedicated to what?
It's actually skewed towards Woman 2554 because it really wants
Women watch that show.
Oh, more. The goal is to make it like a 60-40 Woman 2554 over men. You'd think, well, justice. All men want justice.
What's the purpose of the network?
To raise the alertness of what's happening out there with how the criminals think and how you can counteract what they're doing out there.
That is Austin Reed and, of course, Margaret Mims that you saw there just moments ago. And this is part of what you see on the Justice Network if you tune in. By the way, over-the-air free TV, do we know what channel it is?
13.5.
13.5 if you're watching over-the-air broadcast with a regular antenna, just like your grandparents used to watch regular TV. Remember that a long time ago? all the young people in the studio here saying, what are you talking about? Anyway, this is your chance to sound off and question in, get everything that's on your mind, get it off your chest. Right now, I got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You're on the air with John Stahl, our new General Sales Manager here at Ventura Broadcasting Company. Caller?
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
You were mentioning the John Walsh program, America's Most Wanted. When that show was on, I made it a point not to miss that show. I mean, it was incredible how passionate he was about that show after what had happened to his son, which was very tragically, you know. And it's sad that we don't have shows like that anymore with so much going on in the United States, so much crime. And I think that was the fastest way that they found most of the criminals.
You know, you're right. John Walsh, America's Most Wanted, and there was another one that was, I think, on NBC. Correct me if I'm wrong, John. It was called Unsolved Mysteries. And that, along with
Robert Stack.
Robert Stack was the host of that. Those were two of my all-time favorite programs.
Both very well done.
I watched that one too.
Right.
Yeah, Unsolved
Mysteries.
Mysteries.
Robert Stack, I watched that one too.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch the Justice Network, and obviously you can get it because you're watching us, a lot of the philosophy of Walsh permeates through that channel. And it's coming more and more and more. And as the channel gets stronger and stronger, they're going to do more of the kind of programming that you are asking for. So I'd say keep your eyes on that channel.
Yeah, caller, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I want you. This is your opportunity to sound off. This is our general sales manager here. He just started this week. He's a great guy. Has a lot of experience. Knows a lot about the industry, and wants to help you, the viewer, become more satisfied and satisfy your television needs. So do you have any questions for him? Anything on your mind? This is your chance, your opportunity.
Well, for one thing, I'm so happy MeTV is on the air,
Yep.
which is programming, you know, nice, wholesome shows, not with those four-letter words. And this is, you know, it's a shame that not more channels are there to watch these kind of shows, because I remember watching these years ago. And even though they've been on just recently, they're older, you still enjoy them no matter what, because this
And
is
they look
something
better
that,
than ever, don't you think? Because they've digitized them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, James Gardner, God bless his soul, looks better now than he did when he was doing Rockford Files. I mean, seriously, they've shaved 10 years off him.
Yeah, I don't miss Perry Mason. I don't miss Quincy and all those shows that are on MeTV. I mean, I just love this station.
Well, let me ask you, ma'am, do you have any complaints? That's what I want to know. Are you a satisfied Ventura TV Broadcasting Company customer?
Except for one thing, that when the commercials come on, the volume goes down.
I know. I have passed that along to management countless times, that we can't hear the commercials. We can't hear the commercials.
But that's okay. That's okay. As long as the shows are on loud enough, that's all that's important.
Okay.
But
are you hearing me out there? We can't hear the commercials.
Most people complain the commercials were too loud.
I know. Now they're complaining they're too low.
That's a little bit scary.
I'm going to send them an email, let them know that the commercials come on, the volume goes down.
Hey, that's okay. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
I'll tell you how good they digitize the shows on MeTV is that on Andy Griffith, you can now see the bullet in Barney Five's pocket. You never could see that before. It's amazing.
One complaint that I have about TV.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody can hear this. As a visually impaired person, when there's a commercial and the thing that they're advertising kind of catches my attention, I want to call and order it. But they always say, call the number that you see on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world am I going to dial that number?
Oh, because you can't see it.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know.
You know, do you have a computer? Because sometimes you can just grab the name of the product and Google it, and then number, and then all those have websites. If you have a computer, I don't know if you do or not, but
yes,
if you
do,
okay, well then grab the name of the product, Google it, and the website will come up, and you can order it right off the internet.
How do you? I don't mean to get personal, ma'am, and I don't want to intrude too much, but you have a site problem, right?
Yes, I lost my sight since '94.
Okay, so how are you able to work on a computer if you have eyesight problems?
Because I went through the California Rehab Center. Department.
It's got the
And
big
there's a
screen.
special school for the blind
Oh.
in Berkeley. It's called Occupational, for the blind.
Okay,
Occupational Center for the Blind. And I went
Wonderful.
there. They sent me there.
that's wonderful.
And they teach you everything.
That's great.
And then how do you watch television?
I listen.
Okay, so you're
Right.
You can't tell. I kind of, because some of those shows I've seen them already, so I know what's going on
right.
before I lost
All right.
my eyesight.
So
Good deal.
It just makes you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, listen, I got to
Like
go to break. I got to go to break, and they're wrapping me up. But you're always a pleasant call. Thank you for calling in.
And you have a good day.
You too.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, time to take a break here. We're with John Stahl, the General Sales Manager here at Ventura Broadcasting Company. He just started this week, and I'm telling you, folks, look, you don't get an opportunity like this too often. This is your time to call in 436-ME-TV option 11 and tell us anything that's on your mind regarding this station that you're watching or any of the Ventura Broadcasting channels, and tell us what you want to see and what some of your complaints are, or if you're happy. You might be a totally 100% satisfied viewer of our station. 436-ME-TV option 11. Also, today's program sponsored by Charles Chuck McGill. He is an attorney at law here in Fresno.
You can find movies on over-the-air channel 13.3. Movies. Our name says it all.
Have you or a loved one recently been arrested for a serious crime?
Is your professional reputation at risk?
Aggressive representation from a qualified defense attorney can help you avoid conviction and keep your reputation untarnished.
Hi, I'm Charles McGill, and I'll fight for your rights. With extensive experience in successfully defending against a wide range of criminal offenses and high-profile cases, you can rest assured that you'll get the fair trial you deserve from McGill Guzman McGill. Call us at 559-255-3425 or visit us online at toplawyersfresno.com.
Back here on the program live here on Connect With Me on MeTV Fresno. Probably wondering what you're looking at. John Stahl, General Sales Manager here at Ventura Broadcasting Company. What is this? What are we looking at?
It looks like a bullseye.
Yeah.
No, it's actually the coverage map for the a good idea of what MeTV is covering right now. And as you can see, we're reaching out there to
all the way as far east as Los Banos, or west as Los Banos.
Los Banos, right? Down
Yeah.
to Porterville, Tulare, Visalia. But you know, the Fresno DMA is the 55th largest designated market in the United States. 559,000 television households, and MeTV is reaching out to 265,000 of those households right now.
On cable
on
TV,
cable
but then,
and over the air.
And but another 100,000 over the air.
Yeah, and here's an interesting statistic. The over-the-air market in Fresno is one of the largest in the United States, not in terms of households, but that continues to grow. But in terms of percentage, we're almost up to 20% of the people in Fresno households have disconnected from cable, dish and direct, and gone over-the-air antenna.
Because they're tired of the high rates.
Tired of the high rates, and because you can get all the major affiliates and great Diginet programming like Justice and MeTV and all this and Retro and all the things we bring to the table as well.
Yeah.
You can get 91 channels now.
Yeah, let me give you a little tip before I go to the call here. You can disconnect your cable TV and you can still watch ESPN and CNN. You know how? You go to Costco or any of these stores and get Roku.
Roku, right?
$20 a month.
$20 a month.
You can watch all the cable channels for $20 a month.
And you
Roku TV.
And you can also stream Amazon, Netflix, and Yahoo,
HBO,
and us, and we bring 28. We bring 28 to the table.
Thank you very much. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air. Do you have any comments?
Hi, John. Yeah, I watch all the time, and I'd like to say MeTV is a great channel. I love watching you guys all the time. I'm retired now, and I get to watch you. But there's only two things that I'd like to ask about. First, why does the TV go off so much? You know, your channel will go off, and then it'll come back on after a little bit.
You mean during my show? Is it during my show?
Yes. No. During the movies.
You know, I can't answer that. I don't know. What seems to be the problem? Can you explain?
Well, yeah, it just says no connection.
Oh.
You know,
okay. Some of that could be weather related, and
no, that's what I thought.
Yeah, because
I thought maybe it was a tower in the mountains.
Because digital signals are very sensitive. They're frequency
sensitive to weather.
Yeah, very sensitive to weather. They're frequency modulated like an FM signal, so weather will affect them, and we're seeing that right now, as a matter of fact. But
but wait a second, John, I just want to interrupt here just for a second. I apologize. But that happens with every station. If you're watching over-the-air broadcast, that happens with Channel 26. They recently went off the air. Channel 30, it's happened there. 47 and 24 have all gone off the air if you're watching over-the-air broadcast with a digital antenna because of weather-related problems.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct.
Sorry, didn't mean it.
That's okay. And also, you know, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, and all the planets are aligned right now, and that's creating some confusion as well.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it is.
So this caller, stay there just for a moment. John, what are we looking at here? The installation of over-the-air broadcast with an antenna?
Exactly. And you know, you can come down to Ventura and buy this setup for $39.95, and you will now have availability to over 91 channels in the Fresno market, and you can cut your cable loose. You know, I don't know about you, but my cable bill is up to $130 a month.
Oh my God!
And you know, I mean, because I the internet and everything else like that. But here is a guy installing this on somebody's roof. They're now going to have access to 91 channels for the rest of their television life for free. And they're going to get the Super Bowl too.
And they're going to get the Super Bowl. And so you can come down and get one of those at Ventura TV for $39.
Right. And Ventura will install it for another, I think, about $60 if you want to have them install it for you. Totally cheap. That's, you know, that covers 1 month of your cable bill, and then you got it for free.
Yeah, and that's not, caller, that's not one of those ugly antennas that your parents and grandparents used to have. They put that thing in the middle of the roof of your house, and it's stuck up about, 40 feet high, 60 feet high?
Remember those days? Yeah.
Remember those days? It's not like, you can see what he's doing here. Take that full screen just real quick. Oh, we missed it, but that's okay. It's a smaller antenna, as you can see, but it catches up to 90 channels there. You can see how tall the pole is there. It's not very high.
And it comes in high definition as well. I mean, you know, so.
And the picture, as John Wallace said in his commercial, is not shrunk down.
It's not compressed.
It's not compressed.
It's not compressed. So actually, the high definition picture on an over-the-air antenna is better than what you get on Dish Direct or cable.
All right, $39. Caller, I need to have some feedback here. Do you have any positive thoughts, any negative thoughts, any kind of thoughts at all?
Yeah, no, I do have that antenna, John, and it works great. The only other thing is that they announced that Andy Griffith is on at your time. Is there any other time that he does come on besides your airtime?
Yeah, Andy Griffith, I think, comes on at 7:30 or 8 o'clock on MeTV, and I think they rerun it like 2 or 3 times. They run back-to-back-to-back shows, I think. I'd have to check on that.
Okay, yeah. It said one attorney movie, and then it said Andy Griffith, but that's at 10 o'clock, and that's when you're on.
Oh, I'm talking about 7:30.
Oh, you're talking about Matlock. You're talking about
Matlock.
Exactly, yeah.
No,
okay.
Oh, so you're asking if Matlock's on at any other time. I think Matlock's on the weekend. So if you go to the website, there's a guide there. You can look it up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, but if you're
great,
talking
that's all
about,
I need to know because that's an excellent movie too.
If you're talking about Mayberry RFD or any of those like Mayberry, like the Andy Griffith show, the old Andy Griffith show with Barney Fife, those come on at 7:30 at night, I believe, 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night, and they run back to back.
But
so,
John, you solve a lot of people's problems, just like Matlock
does.
So
yeah,
I mean, you're just doing a local Fresno version of Matlock.
And by the way, that's our truck there that goes out and goes out to your home and installs that free antenna. Okay, we've seen enough of that, right? We know what that is. Anyway, but yeah. So anyway, caller, that's a great call. I appreciate the call in today. Hope you have a great day.
You know what's funny?
You too, John.
The original Super Bowl, you mentioned that, in 1966, I do believe, was not sold out the LA Coliseum.
I know
so
it
the
wasn't.
LA market could not get it. So we put coat hangers out of our windows to pick it up out of the San Diego market, and it came in very fuzzy. I wish we had one of these antennas in those days.
If you look at old films, and you and I have been to the LA Coliseum 1,001 times, if not 1,000,001 times, it's hard to imagine that Super Bowl I, if you look at the old films and the clips, and you look at the when they pan the stands, it's not sold out.
Well, in those days, it held 102,000 people,
But you
and
see
they
how
only
many-
had about 70,000 there.
If that.
And
If
tickets,
that.
tickets were $6 a piece.
I know. I mean,
Because no one knew what they had.
You know how
until they
much a
got it.
ticket cost to the last Super Bowl I went to?
I have no idea.
$80. You know what they're going for now? They're going for up to 10 or 11, up to $15,000.
If not more.
If
You know,
not more.
Yeah.
All right, caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi. My basic question is actually about the amount of commercials that they're putting onto the television, where they're cutting up the shows the way they were broadcast years ago. The content has been taken out where you sometimes can't follow the storyline. Is it necessary to have all that commercial time for the advertising along with what they're putting over the screen while you're watching, or is it just to make somebody's wallet fat?
I'd say probably make somebody's wallet fat, but you know, at the end of the day,
is it my wallet?
No, it's not. It's neither one of ours wallets, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, what you have there is they are actually speeding up some of these syndicated shows, the older syndicated shows, speeding them up and creating another 90 seconds of commercial content every hour.
Is that what's happening, really?
Yeah, that's what really is happening.
You know, like take a program like Hogan's Heroes. They would do that on that show?
Hogan's Heroes, they could do that on that show, but if Paramount, like I think Paramount owns the rights to Hogan's Heroes, but they would basically say that you cannot eliminate any content of this show. So it would then be up to those whoever bought the rights to that show.
Yeah.
They could accelerate that show and create probably an additional 60 seconds of advertising in that show.
Wow, and that's worth probably millions of dollars.
But what you're talking about, sir, is in movies like on TNT and TBS and movies like that, they actually do cut out segments of the movie, and if you watch that movie, you'll notice that in the first half hour there might be one break. In the last half hour, there's 5 breaks of about 4 minutes apiece. You know, because they try to get you sucked into
jam
the
it in there.
They jam it in, but you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that on MeTV. You know, MeTV is formatted just like a typical sitcom.
Go ahead, sir.
On MeTV is looking real good. Other
sir.
channels are the new shows that come out. Say, for example, Supergirl.
Yeah,
They've got it cut up so much that you
You're right.
change the channel because you can't follow the story.
They've added another 90 seconds commercials to all the new stuff
Yeah.
that's being produced. You know, and here's the reason why: because of the dissipation of viewers, they have to continue to add more commercials to cover the make goods and everything else like that in terms of delivering the rating points. And we have to go to commercial, I think.
Yeah, we got to go to commercial. Hey, caller, let me ask you a quick question. You watching us on cable TV or over-the-air broadcast?
Over the air.
Over the air.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Good for
Hey,
you.
That's a great call, great question. Thank you much. Your chance to chime in here on the program and offer up an opinion, either negative or positive. We'll take it. Constructive criticism. This is your chance to get everything off your chest today here on the program. 436-MeTV, option 11. John Stahl is here, General Sales Manager for Ventura Broadcasting Company. Our sponsor today is Charles Chuck McGill, an attorney at law in the city of Fresno. Back in just a moment.
The new Frigidaire Professional line at Ventura TV Video Appliance. Enjoy generous-sized cooktops and saute or simmer with ease, while true convection ovens offer even baking and juicy roasting perfection. Foods stay their freshest in spacious refrigerators with convenient controls and clear filtered ice and water. Easy to clean surfaces reduce fingerprints, and the quietest of dishwashers makes cleanup a snap. The new Frigidaire Professional line at Ventura TV Video Appliance.
A new segment launching right now on MeTV Fresno, the Justice Network, and this Ventura Broadcasting Company station. It's called Pet Talk. Each week, we are partnering up with the SPCA in Fresno to feature an animal up for adoption, and I'm joined by Walter. Now, who do we have today?
Well, today we have Kay. Kay is a Chihuahua Terrier that came to the shelter as a stray. She's about 2 months old right now, and she's a little less than 5 pounds, of course, and at the most when she grows, she's going to be about 10 pounds. She's going to be a tiny Chihuahua, and she's going to be one of those great little dogs that's going to be always cuddling up with you. Good lap dog, great apartment dog, and like I said, available for adoption here at the CCSPCA.
She's got a really calm personality. What kind of home would she be perfect for?
Yes, because she is so small and young, she's going to get along great in any household. Of course, if you have your seniors out there, she is going to acclimate great as long as you have her on your lap and take her out for little walks. Like I said, great apartment dog, good dog with anybody. A Chihuahua Terrier, going to be very healthy. And once you adopt her, she is going to get altered. She's going to get microchipped. She's going to get her first set of shots. And of course, you're going to get all the paperwork. And for more information on that, ccspca.com.
And how old is she again?
She's about 2 months old.
She's just a little puppy. She's very little.
She's going to be great, like I said, with any household out there. So if you want a small little Chihuahua Terrier, little Kay right here, she's a perfect pet for you. Now we have a ton of little puppies here at the CCSPCA. There is no shortage of dogs or cats. And every day we receive well over 50 to 75 animals through our doors. So if you're looking for a dog to adopt or a cat, come on down to the CCSPCA. We're open every day of the week, 10 to 5 to the public, and on Wednesdays, 10 to 6.
All right, Walter, thank you so much. Kay, thank you. Good luck to you. And thanks for watching Pet Talk on this Ventura Broadcasting Company station. We'll see you next time. Adopt Kay from the SPCA today. I'm Austin Reed.
Have you or a loved one recently been arrested for a serious crime?
Is your professional reputation at risk?
Aggressive representation from a qualified defense attorney can help you avoid conviction and keep your reputation untarnished.
Hi, I'm Charles McGill, and I'll fight for your rights. With extensive experience in successfully defending against a wide range of criminal offenses and high-profile cases, you can rest assured that you'll get the fair trial you deserve from McGill Guzman McGill. Call us at 559-255-3425 or visit us online at toplawyersfresno.com.
Foggy this morning coming into work today. There's fog all over the Central Valley. I hope your television set doesn't look foggy right now as you're watching us. Charles Chuck McGill is our sponsor today here on the program. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead with John Stahl.
Hi, John. Great show today. I just want to say that I love the Ventura channels, especially MeTV. Been watching, and I had a real quick question for your guest. Also, the Pet Talk thing that you guys just ran, that is just fantastic.
Isn't that great?
think Austin's doing a fantastic job.
We were commenting on that. That dog looked a little nervous, but how could you not want to adopt that dog, huh?
Austin scared the living daylights out of him.
Yeah, Austin scared.
Very
Good job,
adorable.
Austin.
My quick question for your guest is, I have a friend of mine that's opening up a tire shop in here, and I've been telling him about these channels and MeTV. Can you talk a little bit about maybe what it would cost or a range of for advertising, and then maybe a telephone number that we could get in touch with them, or I could pass along to my
Absolutely,
friend. That'd be my question.
Okay,
thank you.
More than happy to do that. One of the exciting things about startup television stations, and I've started up 11 of them across California and Oregon and Washington, is that when you come into the marketplace, you have inventory, you have opportunities, and I think more than anything else, you have hopefully compelling programming to make people want to watch your channels. But you're the new kid on the block. One thing you don't have is the ratings, so you can be very aggressive in terms of how you price your commercials. And we are, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there and we're going to try to get
what
as many.
What stations do we have? Can you just list them? I mean, we know about MeTV. We know about the Justice.
Right.
We have Tough TV.
Yeah, we have Tough TV, which I really love. I really love that channel. And then we have Untamed Sports, which is interesting. Revan, which is more of an automotive-based Biz TV, which is all about entrepreneurship, sort of like a shark attitude. We have Heartland, which is sort of a country western play. It's really the spinoff of the old Nashville network.
Okay.
You know, and but modernized and a real good opportunity for people. We have Retro TV, which is the original nostalgia network that and MeTV just took it to the next level and did a better job of doing it.
We're looking at a graphic at some of the stations that we have here in the Ventura Broadcasting family. You can catch all of these on your digital antenna, all over the air broadcast. You can continue. You got YouTube.
We have Dr. TV. We have YouTube TV. We have the movie channel. We have PPJ, which is really a sort of a kids play. So when mom's home or the kids are home and they're sick, they can turn on PPJ and they can watch cartoons all day long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we have and then we have our brand new place into the Euro market, news market, which I think is really kind of exciting because you get the Fox spin, you get the CNN spin, but I love to see how the Europeans look at world news. And so we have the DW network now, which is a German news network, English speaking, that I think does an outstanding job, and also Euronews, which is an overlook of what's happening in the entire world. I was watching Euronews this morning, and how they look at this whole stock market thing is entirely different than the way everybody else is
What
looking.
are they saying about it?
Well, they're saying that
We're panicking.
We're panicking.
What are they saying?
They're saying that that the part of this problem is a Chinese base, which we all know to a certain degree. But their concern is the euro is starting to really crash, big time. And so more than anything else, to me, it says it might be a good time to take a European vacation.
Wow, because the rates will be cheap.
Yeah,
Go over
absolutely.
to Greece. Go over to Greece for half price, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so without sounding too self-indulging here, I mean, we are tooting our own horn. There's no question about that. But I just want to give the viewers just a little background on you. You've been in television broadcasting or radio, TV in broadcasting basically since the early 1970s. You've worked in Los Angeles, Spokane, Sacramento, Chico, Redding. You helped put 11 stations on the air. Tremendous amount of experience. So your job here at Ventura Broadcasting Company is what exactly?
Is to obviously is to monetize these stations, is to make them profitable, to make to bring them to the advertising community, like you suggested, sir, and show an advertiser how they can maximize their advertising dollar.
And again, how do you set the rates? How do you know when you walk into a business? How do you say, okay, look, here's Retro TV, here's this, here's MeTV? How do you know what to set the rates at the proper price?
To me, it's all about frequency. You want to have this guy. When you put somebody on the air, you want them on the air as much as possible, and then get their message across, have a compelling message to say, force the viewer to make a yes or no decision, and make sure that viewer sees that commercial at least 3.5 times before they make a yes or no decision.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that they get maximum exposure with all of our TV stations, but they're going to come back and say, well, how many people are watching? Because I've had this question. How many people are watching MeTV? How many people watch Connect with Me? I have no idea. Although I did get a letter in the mail from Nielsen Ratings just recently.
Right.
I couldn't fill out the form because I'm obviously a member of the media. I can't do that. So you know that. You can't fill those things out if you work in broadcasting. How do you answer that question when a business owner says, yeah, I want to advertise, but John, tell me, how many people watch John Malice's show? How do you answer that? Because we don't know exactly.
We know that MeTV is reaching about 52,000 people per week. That's the cume on it, or
Okay.
52,000 households per week. And so if you figure that 3.5 persons per household, MeTV is probably reaching out to about 150,000 people per week that are
Okay.
watching it for at least 15 minutes.
Wow, that's quite a few people.
That is a lot. It is
That's
a
a lot of people in the Central
and
Valley.
it's growing. And
Yeah.
it's growing. And the nice thing about the whole antenna, we talk about people that are disconnecting. That whole thing is growing by about 12% per year. So we're at almost 100,000
Yeah,
people that have disconnected, and so by next year we'll be at about 110,000 people.
Yeah, and I want people, I'll put that bullseye back up just for a quick second. Look how far west we go. We go far west as Los Banos right there, and as far south as Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, we get to North Bakersfield, and caller, hang on a moment, and as far north as Merced and Atwater, because I'm telling you, when I drive to Sacramento, I stop in Atwater, and I'm recognized there. People watch my show there.
Is that right?
And I have had people at the Costco in Merced actually watch this show. So caller, you're on the air. Go ahead on Connect with Me.
I'm asking what would be the best way to face your antenna. I don't have one of the updated antennas, so I was just curious which way would be the best way to set my antenna up.
East. Set it up east. Aim it east.
He's got his TV on. I can hear the feedback.
Oh,
Can you hear
okay.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, just set your antenna up east, or come down here and buy an antenna for $40 or $39.95.
Right,
and then you don't have to worry about where you set it. Just put it on your roof. But if you live in an apartment, you can actually use a window antenna to put it east.
Yeah.
Well, point east, you're saying?
Yeah, point it east.
Okay, because you know what? I do have one that I paid $10 for up at Lowe's. It was a discontinued. It's just a little square. It's one of those that you mount on the wall. And I do have that one, but I'm not able to pick up all 90 channels. I think the most I did is like 34.
Okay, but have you tried coming down to Ventura Appliances and buying one of their $39.95 antennas?
No, I have not. I have stopped there, and I've actually stood there in one of the broadcasts taken live, and it's a lot cheaper. One of the guys that have not had cable in his house for a number of years already.
Right. Okay.
I got a text here and it says the antenna direction depends on where they live, but that's not necessarily true. It's got to be pointed east.
Well, I was told that I'm moving into an apartment and I can't put an antenna on the roof, but
you can't?
No.
They won't let you?
No.
That's a story in itself, right there.
Yeah, it is, and that's changing too. And so that's the other thing we should bring up. That if your CCEA say that you can't put an antenna, that's unconstitutional, and you can actually fight that. So don't let them tell you that you can't put an antenna on your roof. But I live on the bottom floor of an apartment, but I have a window antenna that I point east, and I can pick up everything.
Interesting. Okay, got to take a break here. All right, connect with me on MeTV Fresno. The sponsor today, Charles Chuck McGill. And so we thank him for the sponsorship. We're back with more of your comments and your phone calls. Thank you, sir, for that call. 436 MeTV, option 11, back in a moment.
The following is another list of things you will not hear on MeTV programs. Man cave, baby bump, whatevs, double half-calf mochaccino, faux hog, redonkulous, totes adorbs, hella, holla, YOLO, cray-cray, and MeTV is still Kardashian-free. This is what you will hear on MeTV programs.
Welcome, Denham. The Twilight Zone. About wolves.
I object, Your Honor.
Mr. Grant.
I hear you right?
You heard me right.
MeTV. Thanks for listening.
Have you or a loved one recently been arrested for a serious crime?
Is your professional reputation at risk?
Aggressive representation from a qualified defense attorney can help you avoid conviction and keep your reputation untarnished.
Hi, I'm Charles McGill, and I'll fight for your rights. With extensive experience in successfully defending against a wide range of criminal offenses and high-profile cases, you can rest assured that you'll get the fair trial you deserve from McGill, Guzman McGill. Call us at 559-255-3425 or visit us online at toplawyersfresno.com.
And good Thursday morning, everybody. Austin Reed checking in from the First Alert No Wait Weather Center with this weather update here on Connect with Me. I hope you're having a great morning and a great day so far. Have you noticed the nice weather? It's been in the 60s, and we have seen a lot of sunshine compared to just a couple of days ago. And can you believe it's already almost the end of the month? February right around the corner, and we're getting closer to the end of the work week. Let's look at your First Alert No Wait weather forecast for this 21st of January 2016. It's going to be a little bit warmer across Central California today. I'm calling for a high of 66 in Fresno. Partly cloudy skies. We will see some sun out there. Humidity right around 75%. Tonight we'll drop down to the low 50s. Some spots across Central California could make it to 67 or 68. That's above average for this time of year. Do not get used to the sunshine because we have moisture coming back. How much will we see? I'll detail it all for you tonight in my No Wait weather forecast on KVHF 4, KVBC 13, KBID 31, and Me TV Fresno. For now, I'm Austin Reed in the First Alert No Wait Weather Center with this weather update here on Connect with Me. Have a terrific Thursday, everybody. John, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Austin, thank you very much. So the wet weather continues. John, go ahead.
Well, the gentleman that called and asked, how can you advertise? I wanted to give him my phone number, direct number, and it's obviously area code 559. It's 905-1925, which was the year you were born, correct?
1925. No, I was born in 1922.
Oh, sorry. I was born in 25. I'm sorry. Okay. So, no, it's 905-1925. Love to hear from you. Love to talk to your friend there and get him on the air and show him how we can all make it very profitable for both parties.
All right. I'm well preserved.
You certainly are.
Born in 1922. Anyway, I do want to give you a programming note here, and that is, come to me. I'm talking. Here we go. Single shot. Thank you. Okay, so after this program, Connect with Me, you're going to see Quincy, then followed by the Rockford Files, then Gunsmoke, then Bonanza, back-to-back episodes of The Rifleman. I love that. Then Emergency, Chips, back-to-back episodes of Mama's Family. MASH starts with back-to-back episodes at 7. At 8 o'clock, back-to-back episodes of The Andy Griffith Show. And then Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Then back-to-back episodes of one of my all-time favorites, Hogan's Heroes.
I love Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah.
You know, it still holds up today.
It really does.
Because everybody knows everybody has a Schultz in their life. I know nothing.
That's right. Oh, everybody's got a Schultz in it. But then on the other hand, everybody has, a very talkative person in their family that tells everything, and you can't tell them anything. You got one of those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's roll some videotape of okay, we've already seen it though. Have we run the monologue video yet? Yes or no? We haven't. Let's roll that, because I want to talk about how easy it is. That's our van right there.
Mm-hmm.
Guy comes out, sees the ladder up on the truck there, and so the guy comes in with the ladder, goes up, connects the antenna, $39.95, but the installation is another $40 or $50, whatever the heck it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Look at that. How easy that is, and you get free TV. I'm telling you, you can get Roku TV if you still want to watch CNN, ESPN, whatever you want to watch. You can watch Fox.
And here's the other thing, dedicated TV to free TV, and then and if you get that addiction out of your system over a period of time, if you have to, if you're locked into some sort of cable contract or direct TV contract, put an antenna up. So and then
I agree.
And then you have access to 91 channels that you didn't have yesterday.
All right. 20 seconds left. Your phone number one more time in case people want to get in touch with you, John.
It's 559-1925, the year of your birth. 559.
No. 559 is the area code.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 905. 1925.
Okay, 905-1925. John Stahl, good luck.
Hey, thank you, John.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Maybe you come back next month and update us
on
what's going on.
Yeah, I will.
All right, maybe once a month we'll do this or something. Who knows? Anyway, tomorrow, a programming note. Ronnie Paul's going to be here, our friend. Flying Home with Ronnie Paul, talking about the AFC, NFC championship games that take place on Sunday. And then Monday, Mark Pazin talking about the Super Bowl. He's part of Homeland Security. I'm going to try to squeeze a couple of tickets out of him. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.